Okay, so this is Brian Leung on March 23rd, 2009. Here is a look at my front yard in early spring and the rather bare looking maple tree in my front yard, which will soon block out pretty much 3/4 of the sun from the front of the house. And as I step forward here, I just want to say that welcome to some of my friends and family and those of you who have nothing better to do than look at my bleak looking yard right now. So let's first take a look at the daffodils in my neighbor's yard, because you won't see anything like that quite yet where I am. Up here, this row of plants right here was a kind of an experiment, because these are azaleas. They'll be blooming soon, and they came from the front backyard. Were completely burning up out there because they were missing the shade they were originally planted under. So in the fall I tried an experiment where I transplanted them out here, and as you can see, they have, despite all my incompetence, they have actually done really, really well. I know it's probably hard to see in the video, but they're budding out. It'll be a couple of weeks probably before I get any color on them, but the whole row of them has survived. I'm very, very happy about that. This little thing, sticky thing at the end here, believe it or not, is actually doing well, although from looks at it you wouldn't say so, but it's also an azalea, as is its partner over there. I transplanted these from another place in the yard as well because they were not doing really well. There was too little sun where they were actually. And if we get really close here, we can see that they are budding out as well. These will be purple. The other ones are a reddish color. And if I back out, you might notice that my yard is quite sparse in its planting, which over the next few years, hopefully, we'll have some hostas in here and things that are popping up in here, so it's not so terrible. Right now, it's just a bunch of mulch. Those bushes in the front there smell like cat pee when it gets warmer. Not pleasant, but they stay green all winter. And then we have a couple pansies, early color. They hold up in the cold, not too badly. This little bush right here, you probably won't be interested in, but I transplanted it from another place in the yard as well, and I'm not terribly fond of it, but it was growing and I felt like it deserved a chance to live. So there it is, and I'll meet you in the backyard. So we're coming up on the backyard here, and as you can see, if any of you visited me, it's the backyard right now is not looking very colorful. Again, it's early spring. Things are just now starting to respond to the warmth. Down here in the corner is another azalea, which I just want to get in close and prove that I didn't kill it when I transplanted it. Quite happy about that. And then if I move over here and up this sticky looking thing, which stands about 7 feet tall right now, that is, don't get too dizzy now, that is a butterfly bush. It will be about 10 feet, 12 feet tall when it gets done this summer, and about 6 or 7 feet wide. I'm supposed to cut it back like that every spring. I was a good boy, and well, actually I did it in the winter. You cut it back and it grows back like crazy. Back here you see these are commonly known as naked ladies. The previous owner, Aaron, didn't even know they were there because this monster was covering them. Naked ladies will get, these leaves will die down, and up, they're like amaryllis, so up will come a beautiful stalk with pink, gorgeous pink amaryllis-like flowers on them. This bush was much too large for the space and cover everything up, but I would like to point out that it is budding out when I transplanted it. If we look along here, those yellow things are forsythia, which I thinned out. This is a sad little, well, it's sad right now, a Japanese maple that hasn't budded out yet. And we come across the yard very slowly, more cat pea bushes, and looking right along here you will see the beginnings of a raised bed garden. It's a little messy right now because I still have to plant in it, obviously, and those boxes on top are going to weigh down some netting to keep the birds and the rabbits and squirrels out. Here's my makeshift little bird bath. Another fall transplanted bush was a forsythia, which was on the other side of the yard, and you see it actually did pretty decent. I didn't kill it. Cat pea bushes. These sticky looking things here, if I go up and over, are wisteria, and I just put wires up for them to crawl along the top there. You can't really see it, but they had no support, so I'm hoping that they will grow. If we come along here, just look at the yard, you can see a juniper-like bush. It's supposed to be yellow, and these are iris. They're just popping up. I'll be able to show you those closer later on if you follow me in a few weeks. Right around here, if I come around down here, we have just the poppings out of a daylily. That daylily is not going to do too well because it didn't do too well last year. So we'll see how it works. Now, I'm going to go through here, give you another look at a transplant job. This is another variety of butterfly bush, and I transplanted it. It's going to make it. Dogwood, not out yet, sadly, disappointingly. If we come along here, you'll see those sticky things back there are white hydrangeas, and down here we have the new variegated, or not new, but the variegated grass coming out just barely. Not quite. This will be like maybe 8 or 9 inches tall and all thick through here. Over, if I keep turning around here, those nasty looking things won't be nasty in a few weeks. They're verbena, and they'll have big, massive white blossoms on them. The whole thing will be just huge. Here's another one. They look terrible right now. The ice storm really did a number on them. And right back there is a rose bush that'll come almost as high as the fence there. This wire bit right here with nothing on it. It's some sort of berry so I'm supporting it for a little bit. See what it does. If you see, it's coming up at a line right here. So there was something planted here a long time ago, and I'm going to let it go and see if it has any worth. Probably not. May have to kill it off. It's not very pretty in the yard anyway. More verbena. Coming back to my messy yard. This tree we're coming up on right now is I think it's a silverleaf magnolia. I don't know. Aaron, the former owner, would kill me for not knowing that since he's told me a million times. These will leaf out and bloom out. And then if we come way over the top of the fence, we see, ta-da, my raised bed garden with nothing in it yet. This is the gardens I grew the 68-pound pumpkin in last year, however, so I know it works. And then I just want to show you what I'm competing against, because this tree will leaf out and block the early day sun, and this tree is just falling apart. My neighbor, it's a set of trees, my neighbors lost 2 huge trees out of this set in the past 6 months, and then the neighbor directly behind me in the last ice storm lost huge trunks off of it. They're really just a mess, and they take out a lot of light. So I will turn around now and give you a last look at the backyard. There we go. So hopefully over the next few months you can see how this transforms, or how it doesn't transform. And I'll keep you updated on this little thing right here, because my friend Gabriel gave me this birdhouse, and there was a bird when I left for New York a week and a half ago actually housing in it, but I haven't seen the little guy. And it was a little guy, it was a sparrow, male sparrow. I haven't seen him inside today, so I'm a little disappointed. I think he may have found better plumbing somewhere.